Hello! Yes, it's me. If that was confusing, consider how much more confusing it would be if it was somebody else. Adam, sometimes known as Yab. Final destination day. No, day. The start of the day. It's been a final destination ever since he's been here, but you know, I can't possibly finish this off just in one day. No, it looks like there's nothing left, but believe me, there's much more than you'd imagine, if you can imagine that. I'm sure you can. Too many things left, too many goodies, too many useful bits. Just taking the rear lamps out, and I'm going to have the tailgate. And the only trouble is, all this wiring loom there is it's not so good. It's not that good actually. There's not a massive point in trying to pull the loom out like I normally would do, which takes ages. I may as well just cut that there, because it's all got to be replaced anyway. So off I go to the other end of the yard and get some wire cutters. Not my Peugeot. How to remove the tailgate from a Rover 200 or 25. These kind of jobs are easy if you know what you're doing, and very difficult if you don't. Now I'm kind of in between there. The easiest way to remove the tailgate is with it closed. If you're doing it by yourself, you're never going to do it while it's open, because you're just going to drop it or you're going to do yourself an injury, and neither of those two options are particularly palatable. There is the tailgate closed from the inside, and above here we can see there are 4 15mm bolts, and in typical Project Nigel fashion I've brought down 13mm. Here I am, the captain of the ship called Yap, taking off the final parts of the day. Oh, I think I got distracted again just there. Rather unusually, these are actually 14mm, not 15. I'm sure the 13 on the 25, so it just shows how much Honda was still making this car a little bit. This should be quite easy now. Should be just a matter of pressing the button and lifting off. It's not as easy as I was expecting. Looks like I've got to kind of knock it out from underneath. Yeah. Hello, how are you? How's it going? I'm here to move this out of the way today, for me, not for you. Hello! That was all too easy this time. Maybe it's practice. Time for a cup of tea. During all the excitement of this, I had the winch controller in my pocket, and it looks like I've leant on it and it's pulled the car right the way up to the top, which is somewhat inconvenient. Do you think this looks stripped out enough? Will that do? No, it won't. I've got some suspension, the same as this, stored away. But should I have some more? Put that back on the road. It'll drive like an old Peugeot 206. 2:45 comes around and I have to leave work to go and do the school run. Then I come back, do a simple trip to the post office, and it's dark and I can no longer work. Whose idea was that? Can I work in the dark with just a torch though? I don't really want to give up on this car today, not yet. It's too dark to carry on working. What am I thinking? This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. And again, ridiculous. It is 10:15 and this is Adam on its last day, and it has to be its last day because the truck is needed tomorrow. Needed tomorrow. You know what that means, don't you? Well, you think you do, maybe you don't. Actually, you're right. But enough of that. I need to get this car finished off. I'm not giving myself a massive amount of time today because I've got 3 hours, I reckon, maybe 4 hours. About that anyway, to actually have this thing ready just to go and get rid of. And I don't know whether to keep the doors. You know, there's a heater matrix there. People need heat, keeps them warm. Where else are you going to find another paisley pattern back seat for an R3? You're probably not. I don't really want to be storing a rear bench, but you know, what if you need one? What if your dog's been sick on it? What if your child has eaten the seat? There's the steering column, and I've never known a steering column to go wrong on either an R3 or a Rover 25. So why am I keeping it? Because one day one will go wrong. That's why. Now it has crossed my mind that, what's the date? 2030. Where no more petrol or diesel cars will be allowed to go on sale from brand new. But it doesn't mean that people won't want to keep their old ones around still. Even if it's just those rather lucky individuals with private land and can just poodle around in their Rover 25, enjoying a bit of nostalgia, a bit of the good old days. In 30 years time, when I'm 80, less than that actually, someone's going to come to me and go, I've been looking for an R3 steering column and nobody's got one anywhere. And I'll say, I have. Having stripped off the door cards, the carpet, the headlining, the sunroof, the dashboard, and the rear windows as well, and the tailgate, at last this car can now compete with the Vauxhall Zafira flabby door shut sound. I think I've finished with this really now. So maybe it's time for a tea break and a bead break. I haven't washed that for 2 weeks either. That's the opposite to beading. This is the most comfortable I've been all day. Thank you. Mine's a pint of horseradish, please. There is practically nothing left. Everything that isn't on this car is for sale, unless it's previously been sold or it's broken. The rear speakers that were inside there are now going in Peter's pocket. Empty, ready to be filled back up again tomorrow morning. It seems that the mice are already in the lockup, even in January, which seems rather unusual. But look at this carton of orange juice just knocking about now down the back. A nice hole chewed through it there. That is what mice do for a drink. I thought this seemed like a really strange thing to do. How could a mouse smell through that that foil packaging and stuff? You know, it's surely it's not possible. But then my wife pointed something out to me. The mouse can see from the packaging what's inside. Woohoo! It'd be good to like swing through there like monkey bars or something, wouldn't it?
Go on then.
I can't do, obviously. I'm not a monkey. I'm a big man that's out of shape.